Hi, and welcome to our next series in partnering with Larkspur-Corte Madera School District on academics. My name's Tony Chavez, and I'm the principal at Hall Middle School, and I'll let the rest of my team introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Harrison Blatt, Assistant Principal, serving all three of our schools.
And I'm Megan Dunn. I'm the Director of Special Education for the Larkspur-Corte Madera School District.
We're very excited to share with you the success that we've had with our learners in Larkspur-Corte Madera. We are a small district with three very high-performing schools committed to academic excellence. All three of our school sites are currently California Distinguished Schools. Did you know only 23% of Marin schools earned this title in the past 5 years? And Hall Middle School is the only middle school to be a National Distinguished School and in Marin. Recently, our most recent CASP data has showed us on the California dashboard that our math and language arts performance has ranged in the blue range, which is the best. Only 1 in 4 Marin school districts did this.
Our academic focus is on curriculum and instruction. We have board-adopted curriculum in all subject areas, and we focus on guaranteed and viable curriculum across all subject areas. This allows for consistency no matter who your child's teacher is. We also prioritize coaching with our literacy and math coaches, as well as professional development with 1% of our district budget identified for that purpose. In our LCAP plan, our goal number 2 is for all students to make at least 1 year's growth in English language arts and math, with an emphasis on accelerating student group experiencing achievement gaps. To assess student progress, we use a variety of measures, including our iReady diagnostic, our Dibbles assessment for reading, and our CASP end-of-year state test scores. These scores are shared with parents and used to determine how we can better support our students in achieving growth. We also issue grades and feedback on assignments and share progress reports with students who are at risk of earning low grades at the mid-trimester mark. All students receive a report card at the end of the trimester, and we hold parent-teacher conferences with all of our elementary students and our middle school students who are students of focus in the fall of each year.
One of the other supports that we use in order to address student needs is the MTSS pyramid, which is the multi-tiered systems of support. As you can see, this addresses student progress both on the academic side, the behavior side, attendance, as well as with social emotional learning. We do offer universal Tier 1 programming for all students in each of these areas. When we find that students are in need of more or need additional intervention, that's when we would move up the pyramid into Tier 2 with more targeted supports for students identified with needs. Tier 3 would be the highest level of interventions and supports to support students with really intense needs, academically, behaviorally, or otherwise. So what do you do if you think your child needs help? First off, remember, school sites are your partners, and we are here to support you. Teachers and school personnel are highly invested in supporting your child's success. It will take many forms, and partnering with your site is key. Don't be afraid to reach out. Your point of contact when reaching out at the elementary sites, both Neil Cummins and Cove, will be your school counselor. That would be your child's teacher at NC and Quinn Galley, the counselor there. At Cove, it would be your child's teacher for that year, as well as your school counselor, Scarlett Headley. For the middle school, your first point of contact is Miss Jessica LeBlue, our school counselor. You may also reach out to specific content area teachers for specific assignments or questions, as well as education specialists for those students with IEPs.
So after working with your site teams and initial interventions have been attempted, the school teams may refer you to what's called a student study team. This team can include a general ed teacher, a counselor, an administrator, and a guardian at minimum. In these meetings, concerns are discussed and interventions, supports, accommodations will be determined based on the team's decision. These plans are reviewed and can be updated to modify these accommodations, supports, and interventions to follow the students as they matriculate. If a student demonstrates additional needs, this will serve as a referral to support next level of supports. Another area of support for some of our students is our 504s. 504 plans are for students with a diagnosed disability that requires accommodations in order to access the general education. The school counselor at your site is the case manager once a child has a 504. Annual meetings are held to update and adjust these plans at a minimum once a year. Eligibility and accommodations are determined through data analysis by the 504 team consisting of a teacher, staff, parent, and guardians. Supporting students with IEPs. Students with IEPs are students with disabilities that require specialized instruction. Eligibility for special education is determined through what we call a psychoeducational evaluation. This evaluation determines if a student is eligible for an IEP based on a handicapping condition. An IEP meeting for students that qualify will occur at least once a year, which is called the annual review. Students with IEPs also have what is called a reevaluation, which occurs every 3 years. This evaluation redetermines eligibility for special education services. Services in special ed can range from specialized academic instruction, speech therapy, occupational therapy, and mental and behavioral services.
Many of our students excel beyond the grade level expectations, so we offer opportunities for enrichment. All of our teachers differentiate their instruction so that they meet the needs of each of their children within their stretch zone, allowing for students to engage in challenging learning experiences. At the elementary school, children have WIN time, standing for What I Need. Our iReady assessment has a My Path program that students can engage in for additional enrichment. And Hall Middle School has accelerated course pathways that allow students to engage in more challenging opportunities.
Some of those pathways at Hall Middle School include music. So if your child is ready to perform or play at a higher level, working with Mr. Derby in order to place in that higher level music group is an option. Spanish, we offer level 1 and level 2. Students who come in with previous Spanish experience may test into level 2. This can lead to credit offered for high school pending successful student completion. Math acceleration for all students at Hall is available at the end of 6th grade pending criterion set forward for advancement in 7th grade. Thank you so much for taking the time to learn a little bit about academics here in Larkspur, Corte Madera. We hope you found this information helpful.